Ooh, good
Chris,
thought, Jimmy.
what do you think of that one? That was great,
pretty
wasn't it?
impressive.
Jim Riley, welcome to Meet the Chef. We're up on the mountaintop at Windham Country Club. We're going to go in a minute. We're going to take a look at Mulligan's Pub. We're going to tell you why you want to play golf at Windham Country Club and dine at Mulligan's Pub. Come on, Chris.
Let's go.
Okay, Chris, that was pretty good. You saw me make that putt.
I was very impressed by that.
Well, so was I, because I had no idea what was going to happen. Just to remind folks, we are at Windham Country Club. We're going to be discussing in a moment Mulligan's Pub.
Mulligan's Pub.
But let's talk just a little bit about the club. You're going through a rebuilding process. Tell us what happened.
2 years ago when Hurricane Irene came through, it destroyed 5 holes on the golf course, or partial 5 holes, and we're rebuilding those 5 holes.
Okay, so when we get back in shape, and that's going to be the fall.
Hopefully right after Labor Day.
Okay, so you were on the cell phone like most of the morning. In between the golf shots, you're doing that. But what I like about that is everyone has a great love and passion for Windham Country Club. And in that state, with the devastation, everybody was heartbroken. But now we're going to have what we had before. You said you're going to make some improvements as well.
Yeah, it's going to get a little harder actually. Old number 4, which will be number 12.
Right.
That runs alongside the creek.
Yes.
There were trees separating you from the creek.
Right.
And now all the trees are gone, so now the creek actually comes into play.
Thanks. Yeah. You just made me feel more secure about my golf game. But so Windham Corporation has this now, and you're making this investment to rebuild and welcome people up here to the mountaintop. You must feel really good about that.
Yeah, we're trying to make it a year-round resort. You know, that's the whole idea behind all of this.
I think it's terribly important because it's so important to the local community and to the local economy. I think it really makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. We want to try to get people up here, May through October.
Okay.
Like we get during the wintertime.
Right. And you just invited me back in the fall.
I did. In the fall, we're going to go out and play.
I'm happy about that. Let's talk about Mulligan's Pub now, because that's what we're going to focus on today. I looked at this end of the building, and this is where the pub is now.
It is. It's on the west side of the building, and you have this beautiful deck and the beautiful view behind you, and we just thought this would be a great spot for a smaller, intimate bar.
When we looked at this, and I was looking about shooting inside, but you had said that people really should know what the environment's like out here, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we think that this is the best view in the Catskills. The sun sets here every night. Every day I look at it, and it looks better than it did yesterday.
It's kind of like not working when you get a chance to have this kind of environment to work in.
It's not a bad thing to look at every day when you come to work.
Yeah, very special. Now, tell me the chef's name.
Chris Roberts.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
I just met him inside. I think I wounded his hand. I'm very sincere when I shake hands. He screamed and ran off, but I think he's going to be
He might have it in a bandage by the time we get back inside. We'll see.
That's true, but he talked about some exotic fare, and that's something you like about the pub, right?
Yeah, there's some really great, interesting sandwiches, and he does some great things for dinner. Some good salads, and it's still sort of golf club food, but with a little twist to it.
Right, and I think that's the difference between the lunch that you expect in a pub environment, but then a more sophisticated dinner. He mentioned swordfish, which I know is a really kind of a nice gourmet approach, so that's kind of good. We look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's very delicious. I had it the other night, actually.
Great. Chris, thanks for inviting us. You know how much we appreciate it. And we're going to be back after a few messages, and then we're going to see what they cook here at Mulligan's Pub.
Welcome to Smart Home from Mid-Hudson Cable, a monitoring solution that brings the power of video to protect your family and home. Using cameras installed by Mid-Hudson Cable technicians, you can check in on your pets, be notified when your children get home, or look in on the nanny. Starting at just $14.95 a month, use your smartphone to monitor your home or business. Call today to learn how Smart Home can help you.
You rely on clean, quality water for just about everything. For pumps, wells, and water filtration, you can count on Claverack Pump Service for expert water treatment at affordable prices. For 4 generations, Claverack Pump Service has been family-owned and operated with a strong commitment to your water quality. Whatever water problem, you'll always receive a quick response and professional, courteous service from our expert technicians. Don't let your money trickle down the drain. Call us today for your free estimate.
We hope you're enjoying Meet the Chef. Remember, it's local, it's real people in our community, and it's exclusively on Mid-Hudson Cablevision's Channel 11. To be a local sponsor of this program or to have your restaurant featured on Meet the Chef, please contact us at 828 2500, extension 8207 for details. Welcome back again. Jim Riley, Meet the Chef. We're at Mulligan's Pub in Windham, and this is Chris Roberts, the chef here. Chris, how are you?
With me today.
Good. Well, it's just nice to be with you. You've got a lot of stuff out on the table. Give us a tour of what you're doing here.
All right, the first thing I'd like to show you guys today is going to be our Irish nachos, and that is going to include waffle cut French fries,
Right.
a delightful Guinness beef stew that we craft here in house.
We love that.
I have a blend of sharp cheddar and mild cheddar here. And also to garnish it, we're going to use a little bit of house-crafted herbed sour cream and a bowl of chopped scallions.
Wonderful.
On that.
Okay.
All right,
Over
the
here.
next thing I would like to do for you is going to be what I call Riley sandwich, which is a play on the popular Reuben sandwich. I have rye bread with some sharp cheddar cheese, and that's going to include pickled red cabbage, which we also make here in house, sliced corned beef, and a barbecue mustard sauce. And then for a side on that, I'm just going to give it a little bit of
wonderful.
house-made coleslaw.
I like that idea. I'll test that for you later, Chris,
All right.
okay? And then the main course.
All right, the main course that I'm going to be making for you is a curry rubbed swordfish, and that is going to have the swordfish steak, which is going to be rubbed with curry powder and a mixture of ginger, garlic, and lime zest. It's also going to have a sauce that's made with the lime zest, lime juice, and it'll be accompanied by some green beans and red peppers, and also some fried potatoes, which I'll show you then.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a little bit of this curry powder, which is regular curry powder you would buy at the store.
Yeah.
I just mixed in a little bit of salt and pepper with it. So
All right. So it's your special blend.
You could say that, yeah.
I would, Chris. I like
so we're
that.
just going to liberally coat that with the curry powder, flip it over on the other side, and liberally coat this side.
Wonderful.
And then we're also going to add on right now the ginger, garlic, and lime zest, and just press that in there
that's
really
wonderful.
well.
Wonderful.
The only reason I have this on two applications is once we start adding the dry with the wet, it turns really pasty and
Right.
makes it difficult
Right.
time getting that on there. So that is prepped up and ready to go, ready for the saute pan. Okay, so we're going to start off with searing the swordfish.
Very
So
good.
we've got a pan on the stove top. We'll get
Yep.
that nice and hot. A little bit of olive oil
Right.
into the pan.
And you get the pan hot first, then the olive oil.
Absolutely. Get the pan hot,
Wonderful.
and that's going to give us a real nice sear on the fish.
Right. Wonderful. I love the whole idea of swordfish. It's exotic, but it's really very
Oh,
tasty.
absolutely. It's
Yeah.
delicious fish. So we'll turn that down a little bit now that it's hot. And the swordfish is just going to go into the pan.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it.
You hear that
Yeah.
sear on there.
You love that.
Oh, yes.
That's fabulous.
All right, so we're just going to let this cook for 2 or 3 minutes on this side. We're going to
Okay.
give it a flip, and
Yeah.
then it'll be finished in the oven.
I like the flipping part. No, that's a chef's skill. the
Oh, yeah,
flipping
yeah.
part. I
No,
like that.
it's all sorts of fun.
I like that. That's good.
So after that sets in there, it'll come free from the pan a little bit easier.
Good. Wonderful.
Boy, you can really smell those
You
herbs
can't-
and the
is it-
lime
the
zest
herbs
starting
are
to cook
just
in there.
fabulous. They're wonderful. Yeah.
We'll let
It
that-
does sear nicely, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
All right, so now that that is seared off, we'll flip it over on the other side. And that's okay on this one if it sticks just a little bit.
It's not gonna hurt
We're not
anything.
going to lose any flavor in this pan whatsoever.
Great.
The only thing I do not have is the white wine for this.
Ah,
But it'll be fine without it.
sure. Wonderful. Wonderful.
So now that that's finished searing, we can put that into the oven.
And you're going to finish it in the oven.
We'll finish that in the oven
Wonderful.
just to let it cook all the way. And while
Right.
that's finishing in the oven, the pan is just going to get a little bit of garlic, a little bit of lime zest added back into it to craft the sauce.
That'll be terrific, yeah.
And after that, toast off for just a minute. We'll add a little bit of lime into there. It's a really quick, real easy sauce. It comes out so good.
Right? Very flavorful, clearly. Wonderful.
So now that's just gonna set there for a second. And after the swordfish finishes cooking, we'll hit that with a pat of butter.
Right
and
down. Oh, I like that idea.
yeah,
Pat of butter
yes.
is good, yeah.
It'll tighten it right up. It'll make a nice velvety sauce.
Wonderful.
Okay. So
This is the Riley special. That's
This-
what I'm going to call it.
this is the Riley sandwich, that play on the Reuben. The first thing that we're going to do with this is on my flat top grill, a little bit of clarified butter down.
Oh, that's got to be terrific.
The rye bread is going to go
Yeah.
right onto that. It's going to get 2 slices of sharp cheddar cheese, and we'll just let that cook and melt.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm staying out of your way because this is a little too sophisticated for me.
Next on the grill, we're going to add in a little bit of corned beef. I have a cooler side over here, so we'll just let that steam nice and
Okay,
easy.
just steam a little bit.
Right, and with the corned beef, I have pickled red cabbage that'll go right on top of it.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We'll add that juice right in there. That'll help it steam a little bit. So that's going to cook for 3 or 4 minutes like that. And once that cooks, we can take it off and add it onto the sandwich.
I love the idea of the red cabbage. I think that's terrific.
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit sour, and it's
And it's a little different. Sometimes people use sauerkraut, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I like this touch. I think it's very interesting.
yeah, I was looking for something that was just a little bit different from what you get every day.
normally get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. And as you can see on the grill here, I also have the potatoes that we'll be using on the swordfish. So those are just cooking. We'll give them a little flip, and you can see how nice and golden brown those
awfully
get. That's
nice,
going to be
yeah.
absolutely
That'll
delicious.
go so nicely with the swordfish. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And along with that, on the charbroiler, add in a few green beans. That
Oh,
are
you're
just,
going to grill those.
absolutely.
Wonderful.
Gives them a nice char flavor, nice,
Yeah.
a little bit rustic, a little bit summery.
Yeah,
We'll add
and,
a few.
and I like the colors. I like the colors. I think
Yeah.
that's terrific.
Now these have just been previously blanched, so they'll cook up a little bit quicker.
Right?
All
you
right,
don't have
well-
to take so long with it, yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's olive oil
A little
again?
bit of extra virgin olive oil right on top of it, and also we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper into these.
Great. Oh, that looks so attractive.
Now these are also going to cook here for just a minute, and then we'll
Right.
give them a flip, turn them around so they all get grilled up real well.
I do like the colors. I think it makes it very exotic in appearance.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm still getting excited about the sauce over here, too.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
going to be
that's
really
gonna
good.
be very
That's going to
good.
be excellent.
Okay, so the waffles look like they're ready.
Yeah, they're getting nice and crispy and golden brown. So now that these are done, we'll lift them up, let them drain off just a little bit, so
Right.
we don't end up with a super greasy dish.
By the way, our crew has been checking those out. They're going to attack those later.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
I can see that coming. Wonderful.
So
All
just
right.
turn those out onto the plate.
Oh, that's fabulous.
All right, now
Okay.
over here on the stove top, I have the beef stew that's nice and warm.
And you said Guinness.
Guinness beef stew, yeah. So we'll just ladle that Guinness beef stew over top of
that's
that.
wonderful. Wonderful.
And back to our blended cheese. The cheese will go on top of everything here.
As soon as we get done with the shoot, the crew's going to take care of that.
Oh, they'll love it.
Yeah.
All right, so these are just going to go into the oven for a minute, just long enough to melt that
Melt
cheese.
the cheese.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Now while that's finishing up, I can just give these green beans a little bit of a flip. And see how they're getting nice and grill marked.
That's wonderful. Okay, Chris, give us a tour. You're getting it all ready, going to plate now. Tell us about this one first.
Okay, now that our nachos have come out of the oven, you can see that the cheese is melted on there real well, and they look
Right.
absolutely ooey gooey goodness right now. So here I have herb sour cream that just has
Right.
a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of sage, and a little bit of dill added into it.
I think the dill's a nice touch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we're just gonna give that a little squeeze over the top of here.
And give me the official title of this one because it's impressive.
This is our Guinness beef stew Irish nachos.
And our crew is all, they got designs on it. We'll deal with
Oh,
it
I'm
later.
sure they do. All right, so a little zigzag going either way. Give it a
Oh,
lot of that.
that's
We love the
fabulous.
sour cream.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
All
Okay,
right. And
let's
then-
do the sandwich
Well,
next.
finally on
oh,
this.
You got, I'm sorry. I
Yep, we'll
rushed
just
you.
finish it with a little bit of chopped scallions to give it a little bit of zing.
I like the zing.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good idea.
I like it too.
Wonderful. Okay, so next we're going to do the Riley sandwich. What do you call it?
Yes, the Riley sandwich.
The Riley sandwich.
Yep,
Okay.
just a play on the
Got
Reuben.
this. I'm going to help you. This is my help for the day. Bring
Okay.
the sandwich over so they can see it put it together.
All right.
Because we have to see the artistry. You see, that's what we're looking for. All right, tell us again what's in it.
Okay, so we've toasted the bread on the grill, rye bread, thick slice, so
Right.
we have a nice substantial sandwich. I've steamed the pickled red cabbage with the corned beef, and that's
Right.
now on top of one slice of bread.
And the special mustard.
Yep, our Jameson mustard barbecue sauce.
That's fabulous.
Absolutely delicious.
yeah.
This cooks down for 7 hours before it's done.
Oh,
to caramelize that mustard on there.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It has
delicious.
a wonderful color, wonderful texture to it. Wonderful.
So we're just
Okay.
gonna cap
That's the
that
Riley sandwich.
Absolutely.
I love the Riley sandwich.
And if,
Okay.
so now we're just gonna take this sandwich and give it a quick slice.
All right, let's do that. Oh, that's
Arrange that on the
wonderful.
plate.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And on the side of this, we're just going to give it a little bit of
Gotta have
coleslaw,
some slaw. Yeah.
just to finish the plate off a little bit. A
Wonderful.
lot of cabbage on this one
Yeah,
today.
I like it though. I think that's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's get to the main event now.
Okay. Now this is the one I know you've been waiting for.
I
the
have.
curry rub
I have.
swordfish.
I promised this right to my wife. She adores swordfish, so I was thrilled to hear what's on the menu today.
Yeah. So now that we have our sauce in the pan, we're going to add a little bit of butter into this, and it's just going to take a quick minute to melt in there. All right, as you can see, now that we have that butter incorporated in there, it turns a nice velvety texture.
The texture is wonderful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, nice and rich. You can tell the richness in
Yeah.
that, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
All right, so we'll take this swordfish, and that's going to go right on top of these potatoes.
Right?
All right, our sauce goes right on top
that
of the
sauce is
swordfish, and that's going to
marvelous.
cascade right down onto the plate.
Terrific. Terrific.
And we're just going to finish that with some of those grilled green bean and red peppers. And
Again, I love the colors. It really
yeah,
brightens
absolutely
things up.
exciting.
Fabulous. Isn't that wonderful? That is wonderful. Thanks so much. You know, we appreciate the time you took with us today.
I
We're going to go
appreciate
out
you
and
coming
sample
in.
this stuff in a little bit.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after a few messages.
Welcome to Smart Home from Mid-Hudson Cable, a monitoring solution that brings the power of video to protect your family and home. Using cameras installed by Mid-Hudson Cable technicians, you can check in on your pets, be notified when your children get home, or look in on the nanny. Starting at just $14.95 a month, use your smartphone to monitor your home or business. Call today to learn how Smart Home can help you.
You rely on clean, quality water for just about everything. For pumps, wells, and water filtration, you can count on Claverack Pump Service for expert water treatment at affordable prices. For 4 generations, Claverack Pump Service has been family-owned and operated with a strong commitment to your water quality. Whatever water problem, you'll always receive a quick response and professional, courteous service from our expert technicians. Don't let your money trickle down the drain. Call us today for your free estimate.
We hope you're enjoying Meet the Chef. Remember, it's local, it's real people in our community, and it's exclusively on Mid-Hudson Cablevision's Channel 11. To be a local sponsor of this program or to have your restaurant featured on Meet the Chef, please contact us at 828-2500, extension 8207 for details. Welcome back again. Jim Riley, Meet the Chef. We're at Mulligan's Pub up in Windham, and I'm with Chris Roberts, the chef here. Chris, thanks for letting us travel with you today.
No, thank you very much for coming.
We appreciate that. Give us a little of your background.
Well, I started off about 10 years back up in the Thousand Islands region.
Oh, okay.
Right
yeah.
now, I just started dishwashing up there. I didn't have. Well, I'd gone to college. It wasn't exactly
Right.
what I wanted to do,
Right.
and I found that out quick. So I left. I probably was the only person that this chef had ever seen wear a shirt and tie to a dishwasher
Right.
interview. So I guess that stuck out in his head, and I just started to climb the ladder real quickly from there.
You know what's interesting about that? I think maybe sometimes we don't even know ourselves we're heading that way, but he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of spotted it and said.
Yeah, and I'll never know how that worked out, but it worked out.
It really sounds that way. Now,
Yeah.
how long have you been here?
I've been here at Seasons for about 1.5 years now.
Right. So you're really kind of getting settled.
sorry,
and
Mulligan's
everything.
now
Yeah,
is the name of
Mulligan's
the-
now, but it was the Seasons.
It was Seasons before,
right.
now it's
because
Mulligan.
I'm a local guy, so I'm familiar with that and the transition. But I do think the Mulligan's Pub has a really bright future here, don't you think?
I really think so, yeah.
I think it's
Absolutely.
fabulous.
You know, I think we've got a beautiful room here to dine in, and the atmosphere is so comfortable and so relaxing. You just want to sit back and enjoy yourself while you're here.
That's absolutely true. Now we're going to have them bring in our food. I want them to see your final product here on the table, and then you're going to get a chance to see me enjoy it. Oh, look.
There you go, gentlemen.
Look, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
See? Life is getting good. Now, where's the Riley sandwich? I'm looking for a Riley sandwich, too. I'm not just going to go for the chips. Now, I have to be careful. You don't mind if I eat a little bit of this? Oh,
Gentlemen.
Here, let me
thank you.
set that right over here. You can have it. Try that.
I'm getting it all because I'm the king. Oh, see, that's a swordfish that I was so enamored of. But again, I'm going to take it home for my wife because that's her passion.
Oh, yeah. You
swordfish.
got to keep her happy, too.
And our crew, as soon as we finish, our crew is going to take care of this. That'll be going in no time.
Good.
But again, tell us a little bit again about the Riley sandwich.
Yeah, the Riley sandwich, I just wanted to do a play on the popular Reuben sandwich. Obviously, the Reuben sandwich with Swiss cheese, pastrami, and sauerkraut, and Thousand Islands dressing.
Right.
It's funny that I took the Thousand Islands dressing off because I started in the Thousand Islands region.
Which is kind of ironic.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I replaced it all. I put on sharp cheddar cheese, corned beef, and the Jameson mustard barbecue sauce that I showed you.
I love that with the red cabbage.
With the red cabbage, the pickled red cabbage.
Again, it's a very different look, very different taste. I'm going to give it a test.
Yeah,
drive,
it's got
okay?
a very different taste,
All right.
too.
Just let me take one little nibble. Oh my Lord.
It's a good sandwich, isn't it? Thank you.
You did very, very well on that one.
Thank you very much.
Fabulous. Excuse me, folks, but it really is good. I'm sorry. I have a sip with it. I should be okay. What I love is you have gourmet with a swordfish.
Yeah.
You have the bar staple, and then you have that great pub sandwich. I love that you balance the menu that way. I think
Yeah.
it works very, very well, don't you?
Oh yeah, I like to have some things that are nice and fresh and light and summery, and then some other things that you can really sit down and have a heavy beer with if you want to.
Well,
And that-
I don't want to talk anything, but our producer is a beer man. He likes the beer. So he's going to help with that. We're going to take care of that later. This I'm going to take care of myself. That's going home. Chris, thank you so very,
thank you
very
for
much.
coming in.
We
I appreciate
appreciate it. We very much appreciate our visit here at Mulligan's Pub up in Windham. You have to come. Chris Roberts is the bomb. I mean, this chef is off the charts. You got to come here, have a great meal, visit with your friends, and come and visit with us again real soon on Meet the Chef.